Can MPR140 is a community challenge where a single tower needs to get 10 million or more pops throughout the 135 rounds within a round 6 to 140 scenario of chimps. But we're not just going to settle with 10 million, we're going to go all the way to 23 million with our beloved friend Rod. Put down Geraldo on round 9, beforehand place down the submarine as our means of popping early stage and then being able to submerge itself using submerged support so that it does not steal any more pops. Let's put some pickles on our submarine here so that it can pop all of these blue balloons on round 10, especially in the later stage of round 10 where there's a huge clump of blue balloons at the end of a round. On round 13 we can put down our beloved friend, the soon-to-be Rod. But I'm gonna use both focusing firing in order to ensure that the darts go in a straight line, and advanced targeting so that we do not need the submerged support option or a pile of nails at the very end of the track in order to hit the green camo balloon on round 24. Got heat tip darts ready for round 28. We don't need them right now, but the additional piers on the first upgrade is really nice to have. Faster barrel spin to ensure that we have a faster rate of fire. There's actually no benefit for going bottom path unless you really need that additional speed when it comes to the swivel speed, but honestly we don't need that, especially on a map like this. Advanced intel and submersion support, and I believe that is it for our submarine, as we can tell by our restricted upgrades here, and we should be able to go through the rest of this round okay, hopefully. Yeah, those yellow balloons were a slight concern, but nothing that we cannot handle. So submerge, unsubmerge, resubmerge, and then strong again, and then resubmerge again from there. But we might, I was about to say, we might need some help there. Let's put you back on first for the time being. I will put some pickles and some, what do you call it, sharpening stone on our beloved dartling gunner here, but not too early. Oh, I should have put you on submerge there. Let's put some pickles and a sharpening stone on our dartling gunner here so that it's able to do more damage per dart and able to go through more balloons per dart. The best of both worlds with the knockoff of reduced attack speed, but I think that can be circumvented with the faster barrel spin. Able to solo this quite well so far, which is really impressive thanks to the fact we've got pickles on our dartling gunner here. If we didn't have pickles, then we would be in a much more difficult time. Once we get laser cannon, then the pickles will be a bit more of a detriment than a benefit because of how much power the laser cannon has. Speaking of which, we have now got it. And because we moved from a sharp base attack to an energy based attack, our sharpening stone is automatically gone. But I feel like we definitely needed it for when we had it. Oh yeah, leads might be a bit of an issue because obviously energy, I feel, is the worst type of attack throughout the entire game. Energy cannot pop neither purples or leads, which is honestly two of the most common threats in the game, I believe. Something that can resist magical, like plasma and fire-based attacks, and the leads, which are obviously another big threat. I would say bigger than purples when it comes to threats because DDTs are also leads. What is that? That is a MOAB, my friend. Now, we're not going to apply a Jerry's hot sauce on our beloved friend here at all. We do not require it at all, but we will put it down for around 140 if we have the money for it though, just because we can. Okay, we're going to need the submarine for a little bit more there so that we popped the camo purples there. We're going to go to MIB so that our laser cannon can pop both leads and purples without requiring additional assistance from our submarine here. I am hoping that is the last time that we need to unsubmerge the submarine. As you can see by our limited selection of towers here, we have a self-imposed challenge here. And this is simply because of the fact that I like to practice a particular run before showing it off in a video, because if I practice a certain run and I cannot find a way in order to do it myself, then I don't want to waste everyone's time by spending hours upon hours trying to do a scenario only to find that it is literally impossible to do with my current set of skills. And one day I would like to do stuff like infernal chips or dark castle chimps or anything along those lines. We could get plasma accelerator now. But with my current skill sets at the moment at Balloons Tower Defense 6, I'm just not confident enough to be able to do something like that, let alone a self-imposed challenge like 2 Megapops with plasma accelerator on Dark Castle as an example. No struggles whatsoever at this given point in time. Plasma accelerator with the MIB here can basically solo up into like the high 70s, which is when we might need some support, or definitely going to need to micro the tip of the darting gunner itself so that the head of the plasma accelerator itself, which does the majority of the damage or the most amount of damage when it comes to all of this attack, we're going to need to focus this on a particular target. Let's say a fortified target. Speaking of, we're going to get ourselves, well, the poppage of the BFB here, but we're going to home this over there. And then what's really funny about overclock is that if you select 1, so that's the hotkey for overclock this particular scenario, I have my mouse over here and this is currently set on manual, so wherever my mouse is, it should follow where my mouse is, the beam itself. But because of, oh, that wasn't a good example there, I had my mouse off the screen there. But because of the fact that I've selected overclock, it means that the head of the plasma accelerator itself has stayed where it was last inputted, so that was quite neat. Round 63, what are we going to be doing to all of these ceramics? Well, absolutely wipe them from existence. That's what we're going to be doing. Just like that, and the last wave down like that as well. Lovely. Next we shall place down our glue gunner of the video, which is going to be a glue storm, and this is going to stack incredibly well with the laser shock factor of our plasma accelerator, because rather than doing +1 damage over time, we're going to be doing +3 damage over time, and that adds up to a big amount of damage. Going from a glue strike to a glue storm, if I can actually press it, that would be greatly appreciated, game. Glue storm works very well for around 76, but he barely got anywhere. Oh, I love you, glue storm, especially now that you can stick to MOABs without requiring corrosive glue. Sorry, requiring corrosive glue. Do that again, and the ceramics never made it past this point here. The power of the glue storm with the laser shock factor of the plasma accelerator is a dream come true. This MOAB, absolutely no issues. These purples, because of MIB, absolutely no issues. These camo ceramics. Oh, we didn't have glue storm activated there, but you know what? I'll take that. Round 79 is going to be an absolute breeze. They're not going to make it very far whatsoever. The fortified BFBs might make it quite far, but honestly, I'm still very confident with this. This setup is going to take us to the Ray of Doom. And then once we get the Ray of Doom, that's when we're going to go next to an Ultra Boost. Oh, I don't know why I thought by activating Glue Storm I'm going to apply overclock to my plasma accelerator. No thanks. I am not a fan of your super ceramics. Get glued and then get wiped. How dare you even exist on the screen? The same screen that I am, well, currently controlling in certain factors. Like where the plasma accelerator's tip is firing towards. There are 2 major factors that makes Ray of Doom far better than the MAD. Number 1, it's Pierce. Like, the MAD honestly feels like it has 0 Pierce at times. And number 2, the fact that this particular path of the darting gunner can pop ceramics reliably. The MAD is anything but a good popper against super fortified ceramics. It literally feels like that the super ceramics walls every missile that is sent towards its way. Just don't do it. Don't try and pop a super ceramic with the MAD, because it's just not gonna work out. If you team up both the rod and the MAD, you're gonna have splendid results, but not when it comes to just the MAD itself. You're gonna have yourself a very troublesome time. Yeah, this is going smoothly well with the glue storm. I am honestly surprised at how well we're doing so far. I feel like I was gonna really struggle with this, just like with my 2 Megapops video with the Ray of Doom, but this so far, a breeze. I'm really loving Gluestorm and the changes that the Gluestorm and Glue Strike has had, so that you don't need to solely rely on corrosive glues in order for the glue itself with the ability to be able to stick onto middle class balloons. When I read the patch notes for, I think it was update 38, and that feature was put onto the patch notes, I was like, this is just an absolute dream come true. I don't need to rely on something to damage the balloons in order for my 2 Megapops, or in this case 23 Megapops intended tower, in order to get to that stage. 35k left until we can afford the Ray of Doom. Ended off round 89, soon to be on round 90. With the DDTs now in tow. Let's do that. And Glue Storm, thank you, so that now these receive extra damage. They don't slow down though, but that is not the point when we have infinite destruction on its way. I can't remember the exact details of my 2 Megapops video with the Ray of Doom, but I swear I was cursing underneath my own breath when trying to do that, because I was just so annoyed. Because I just kept the beam over this end of the track thinking, well, the beam itself will just do the job. Keep at it with these ceramics. Need to pop them before they become unglued from the lack of glue storm effect. Now we do have the glue storm effect. Sometimes my dialogue is delayed. Just like sometimes one's reaction is delayed to a certain particular event in life. Whatever it may be. Let's see, last ZOMG, let's speed this up just a little bit. We can do this now. Just pause it temporarily for the overclocking now for the microing of this. And we should be good for the rest of this round, please. Just do it while those are good. Good, round 95. Uh-oh. Oh, I kind of wanted overclock to be applied beforehand, but I guess we're just going to have to deal with it as we are. Ooh. This is going to be very interesting with these DDTs. Oh, I don't know where some of these regrows are. Come on. Thank you. If this is successful, it's going to be a flawless run. I have not seen the defeat screen so far at all in this scenario. And I'd like for it to be that way. Thank you very much. Come on, come on, come on. Please keep on going. Glue Storm is making so much more damage than usual. The laser shock feature is honestly being ramped up. It's almost like it's been received a massive buff when the Glue Storm ability effect is still in application. Now just these ZOMGs left. I feel like dealing with the first most set of balloons, A, because they're faster, and B, there's more of them at that given point in time, is a bit more of a priority than trying to pop the strongest most target. But if the strongest most target is the slowest target, then you don't need to focus on it as much. I like to think we're all in agreement to that, unless of course the strongest most target is at the very end of the track, then you would need to brown yourself. Despite things looking a bit bleak because of how close the BFBs are to the end of the track, we are still in good contention because of how effortlessly we popped all of those ones there. Come on now. Oh, Geraldo, would you stop attacking, please? Who invited you to the offensive party? Nobody, that's who. Can we get the rod on this round, or do we have to rely on the first few fortified BFBs on the beginning of round 98 in order to get the money required for it? And it looks like it might have to be wait until round 98 to get that. Let's see how much money this other ZOMG is going to give to us. The fortified status doesn't grant us additional money, even though we're doing twice the number of pops. But of course we're doing twice the number of pops in order to get to that stage of being able to remove the threats of around. Come on, come on, come on. Oh gosh, Gluestorm, why have you ended at this stage? I need you now more than ever. Please reactivate. Good. I'm going to leave those ones at the back. They're not necessary to look at or anything like that. They are still very slow. Don't need to look at those. And that clears up. Okay, round 98. This is the big round here. This is going to be the make or break scenario here in order to get through this scenario. I need just a little bit more money. Please, Plasma Accelerator, hold on. I'm asking you with every fibre of your being to just hold on for that little bit longer. Please overclock. Oh my god, we're going to hit. Yes, we got it now. Okay, let's lock it over there and we have ourselves the game set and match. There we go. Fortified DDTs. Yep, and the bad. Just look at that damage. And with Gluestorm in play, that is just an absolute behemoth of a setup we have going on here. This video is definitely my redemption arc when it comes to the Ray of Doom 2 Megapops scenario, because we have clearly done that with very little effort really, aside from microing the head of a Plasma Accelerator there. And that was honestly my main problem with my initial video doing the 2 Megapops with this tower. It's just simply because of the fact that I didn't really know about like all of the features of this tower at that given point in time. And I still don't know, but I do know more now than I did back then. Back when I was much stupider at the game. If you're enjoying the video so far, then please be sure to like, comment and subscribe if you have not done so already, because all of these videos I think are very enjoyable for you to watch. For me personally, for some odd reason, I like making videos, but I don't like watching my own video. Unless of course it's like one of those boss scenarios where I don't talk in them, but for some odd reason, I don't hugely like my own voice. Maybe it's just a self-conscious thing, but I always am used to my own voice, just like you're always used to your own like sensory sort of stuff. I just say that because unfortunately not everyone is able to speak or not able to hear their own voice or hear anything for that factor, so that's why I kind of generalized my explanation there. But yeah, I'm just used to my own voice and I'm bored of my own voice. But obviously for some people, the reason that they are on board is not just because of the content, but it's also because of my my tone, my voice and stuff. Oh, we got Ultra Boost now, lovely. And yeah, now we apply that Ultra Boost and now our beam is going to be even more powerful. But I don't know why, but I just don't really like my own voice at times, just because I'm just so used to it. And I honestly feel like sometimes my voice just sounds kind of robotic, monotone. Somebody once said like my voice sounded AI generated, sorry, which I think it just takes that argument just a bit too far. I am not a fan of AI content in general. I'm looking at you, you know who you are, who makes your entire channel out of like AI generated content without any kind of human interaction involved with it, because there is AI content with human interaction involved with it. But if you're somebody who has created like an artificial program that is able to self-create one's own content, then is that really you making the content, or is that the program that you have created making the content? Is what you're hearing right now, or from some other source material right now, AI generated? Because I get why it's there, because obviously as we advance forward with technology, we have to breach certain levels of discomfort in order for make certain things to become normalized, like digital art. Some people probably were a huge advocate against digital art as opposed to physical art, or people being hugely against DVDs when they were more comfortable with VHS. New technology is always a very scary thing to both learn, but I think as well psychologically scarier to embrace, because you're exiting out of your comfort zone in order to make room for something new to come on board. And some people are a huge proponent for anything new regardless of its ethical features. So with AI art, I'm a big proponent against it, because you are removing the talent of actual artists out of the equation because of that factor. I'm not a big proponent of AI art at all, and I would rather have it not exist at all than trying to regulate it, because you know that someone out there is going to abuse regulations to create a loophole within their own argument. So I'm like, I'd rather just not have it outright. Like with people who are unfortunately unable to create their own art because of any kind of physical or mental disabilities, there is some leeway as to like AI generation because of that factor, or people who do like funny memes out of it that is not actually costing any artist. So let's say if somebody's using AI Photoshop to generate funny videos, and I understand why and that, and sometimes that can be very funny because of the generation of the AI art itself. But if I was to select a certain camp, I'd rather be, or I am sorry, on the side of it just not existing whatsoever, because I am a person and I support people's this creation just like I support Ninja Kiwi, because this game and all of the assets are made by people with passion, not automatons that do it because they are programmed to do so. There's no passion behind a self-fulfilling program. There's nothing human involved in a self-fulfilling program designed by a person to fulfill a certain role. I almost forgot we're going to go with Homeland Defense. Just like with our Flying Fortress 23 Megapops video, we're going to go with both Ultra Boost and Homeland Defense. I am not fond of Permabrew over Homeland Defense or Permabrew over Ultra Boost, simply because of the factor that Ultra Boost only targets a single balloon at any given point in time, and in this case obviously it's going to be our beloved Ray of Doom here. And when it comes to Homeland Defense, yes, that affects everything, but that everything is, well, you can place it within a certain part of a track and it may not be able to target any balloons whatsoever. So in this case, Geraldo only really targets MOAB class balloons. And the same with the Ultra Boost. Even though it's tucked behind a tree, it still can pop up here. I can't quite place it south enough just because of where Geraldo is. Ooh, round first, 138. All of these DDTs. Let's use quarter arms. Let's use Ultra Boost again. Oh, this is... We didn't need to do any micro there. Just aim it one way and we've done ourselves justice here. Round 139. No chance whatsoever. Oh, should I have saved that, or can we do the rest of this without worrying? Let's hold off with Blue Storm actually, in the hopes that we didn't get Homeland Defense in time for this round. But guess what? No worries. Let's apply that. Let's apply that. Let's apply both of these. And what do we got left? Oh gosh. Is there anything that's exactly 245 that I can do this with? I'm just thinking, can we exert ourselves to absolutely no money whatsoever? Oh, the tail's already bandaged on that. That is brilliant. Let's use the glue storm again so that when the Fortified BAD is popped, we can make ourselves justice here. Fortified DDTs. Oh, you've got no chance. Once the Fortified DDTs are popped, there is absolutely no chance that the rest of these can do anything at all. Come on, Homeland Defense, come back to me now. Lovely. Oh, beloved Fortifieds. No chance for you, my friends. Okay, bad. I've got some bad news for you. So your Fortified BAD brethren did not stand a chance. So what chance do you have against us? Well, probably your DDTs. But I don't wager any chances of that benefiting you whatsoever. Come on now. There we go. That's popped. Even... Oh, good. Oh, gosh. The creepy idols actually did something there. Usually the DDTs are fast enough to evade being targeted by those. Homeland Defense. Excellent. Ultra Boost applied. And... yeah, we've done it. 23 million... and 92,000 pops. This is for that one person who commented on my Flying Fortress 23 Megapops who wanted to see a 23 Megapops around 140 scenario with the Ray of Doom. I honestly think that without the glue storm, this would have been a far harder time. Honestly, with the laser shock value to the balloons, it is really powerful against even the super ceramics. Like, doing that gradual damage over time, rather than being +1 to +3, and the amount of fly rate that this has anyways, it is honestly a it's honestly a lot of fun having this. It's such an awesome tower to use, honestly. And yeah, where you place it on the track and also the track itself determines your success. And in this, it takes very minimal microing once you actually get Ray of Doom. Obviously, you need to swivel it for the bad, because I honestly think that the Fortified DDT, once it makes it up here from this point onwards, I think it will be able to evade being popped. So that's why we need to swivel the targeting there. But thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this video. And one idea I would like to do in the future is just do a general chimps guide on every single map in the game. But I'm honestly really nervous about a lot of these intermediate maps, all advanced maps and all expert maps. I am not confident whatsoever about trying to do any of these scenarios. We've done a video covering cornfield no harvest to Megapops with the Ultra Juggernaut, but I'm still like, I'm not confident enough in the game to know where to place down a particular tower and then go from there in order to actually do the scenario. I'm like, I don't have that kind of knowledge in the game to pull something like that off. But nonetheless, folks, the Beyond Beginners will be for another day. Thank you all so much for watching, everyone, and take care of yourselves.